Hi, welcome back. This video is going to be probably a little bit more vulnerable just because of the topic that I wanna talk about. Honestly speaking, the past month or maybe even longer, I got to a point where I don't even know. I've been feeling not good mentally, let's say, and yesterday I had a little bit of a breakthrough. Yeah, I don't really want to get into it right now because I just have not really figured out my thoughts yet. Right now it's just all like a big messy conversation with myself in my head. But basically I want to talk about the power of letting go because that's literally what I'm going through right now, and what I probably have been going through for a long time now. But yeah, especially like this past month, it's been like really intense. So welcome to the video. I'm a little bit, I don't even know what I want to say right now. Like you can see, this is literally the state of me. Like I've been struggling so much with creativity. Yeah. But yeah, got my legs here. Yeah, it's been a struggle with creativity and motivation and things. But it's getting better. Now I just need to take baby steps again and not rush myself and put too much pressure on myself. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the whole process a little bit more, probably throughout the video, once I have things figured out. But for now, I'm just gonna watch free practice 3 of F1 in Monaco. That's one of the highlights of this weekend, basically, race in Monaco. And I'm probably gonna do a little bit of my Korean homework because I've fallen behind quite a lot. So yeah, I will see you in a second. It's a couple days later and I've been thinking about what I wanted to say, and I guess the main reason why I even decided to record something like this was for this video to be kind of like a reminder for me and for people who maybe are going through a similar thing as me. And I am basically I am healing, but I'm in the phase of healing that is a little bit more brutal in some ways. I feel like there's a lot of talking online about like healing and like, oh, I'm in my healing phase and stuff. Yeah, I am too, and I have been for a few years now probably, but healing is not always beautiful, and it's not meant to be beautiful. Like, yeah, there will be days when you feel amazing, or like even months when you feel amazing and you know that you're going in the right direction, and then suddenly something hits you, like anything. Sometimes it's just like maybe a memory of something. A few weeks ago, I witnessed my progress, I guess, because a thought came into my mind, kind of like a memory, something that a year ago caused me into like a spiral, or like would have caused me into a spiral, and it didn't. It was like a passing thought that I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I thought about that, that's cool. I acknowledged it, but like I didn't go further into like the spiral, and I felt so proud of myself at that moment. But it's not always as easy to feel proud of yourself when there are kind of like darker days, when you don't really have the energy to get out of bed in the morning, or when you just feel so sleepy. And like, it all passes. it does. I've been in a pretty bad state like a week ago, and then I was just so done with my own shit that I just got out of bed one morning and I was like, okay, I'm done with this. And I started crying. And I feel like I let out emotions that I had bottled up for at least a month. Yeah, I just cried. And I went outside in my PJs and I touched some grass, basically. Like, I just went, took off my slippers and just walked on grass for a few minutes, listened to the birds, and just kind of focused on my breathing and on myself. And that gave me a lot of strength, and I literally felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, which was amazing, truly. And later that day, a thunderstorm came. We have been getting quite a few recently, and like I wanted it to come in the morning. I looked at like the weather app and I was like, oh yeah, I would love a thunderstorm today. And I did. I sat on my windowsill in my room, just listening to the rain, watching the world outside. There was a kid running from school, and as he was passing my house, so I do live quite like near to the school, so he was like running from school to not get wet, but like of course he got wet. And right as he was passing my house, he was like, okay, yeah, I'm done running, I'm just gonna walk. I used to be a kid like that. I spent probably like 40 minutes just sitting, looking through a window with no other sound than the rain and the thunder outside. And that was healing. I have to say, it's not always like quick to get out of a rut of those like dark days. For example, I had quite a nice daily routine, especially like in the mornings. Okay, yeah, my phone decided to stop recording. But what I was saying, yeah, it's not always easy to get out of those dark times, and like you shouldn't expect it to be easy. I have fallen off of my routine, and I'm being easy and gentle with myself. I know that I'm just not gonna be like, and back to my all the habits that I had. The main focus right now is to just be intuitive with what I'm doing. Yesterday, I just felt so like sleepy. I mean, I also didn't get not even 6 hours of sleep probably. In the afternoon, I was just like, yeah, let me maybe watch something. And I just turned on the TV and started watching a new series. Something keeps interrupting me. My mom called, but yeah, as I was saying, getting back into routines isn't the easiest, and you should still be very gentle and soft with yourself. I'm doing that. I'm being very intuitive about everything that I'm doing. And yeah, I did scroll on TikTok or social media today for a little bit too long, and I am kind of beating myself about that, but that happened. I can't do anything now to like, change that. That's in the past. Any other thing that I'm doing right now is just focusing on right now, because that's the only thing that I have power over. I'm not really thinking that much about the future, and I'm not really thinking that much about the past. It's a journey, but it's okay to have worse days. It's okay to cry. I would say it's actually great to cry. I do struggle with showing my emotions sometimes, like vocalizing my emotions. Do what feels best for you. Literally, that's just the best thing that I can say right now. This is literally like a little message to anyone that needs it. I know that I will probably still struggle with some things, and I will have darker days, but that's alright. We keep moving, we keep improving. There's this lyrics from the NCT Dream song that I had stuck in my head for a while now, probably. It's from the song Unknown. I don't wanna say them wrong, so I'm gonna put them on the screen somewhere, but it's basically like a message to myself that I want to keep reminding myself of. And every time I hear that song, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. So I hope you're doing good. And if you're not currently, then I hope you will get better soon. And remember that you're not alone in all of this. Yeah, something that I'm reminded of very, very much these days is that you're not alone, even if you feel like you are. And social media proves that. There's so many people going through similar things. So we can just support each other, I guess. That's probably the best that we can do. I'm gonna get going now. Thank you for being here. You are truly, truly appreciated. I'm gonna see you next week with another video. Once again, thank you for being here.